Hey everyone, Elisa Bates here, using Canva to make my cover image and closing video of the video right before this one. It is the Scentsy Incentive Trip 2022. So this image right here is the cover photo for that video. So we are going to make that first. So let's start out with how I made my character. So I know this video is specific for Canva, but I will show you really quick how I turned the photo of me into a character drawing type image using Photo Lab, which is the app you see right here. So I have some filters already saved in my Photo Lab. I'm going to choose this one, my photo. I'm going to upload it. It's going to process, and then I'm going to save. That simple. So now we're going to head on over to Canva and we're going to pull up the image that we are going to create. You'll see I have made some other ones in here, so I'm just going to keep this same folder that I'm working in. This is the image we're going to make. This is the video we're going to make. So let's get a new page added, change it to purple. Going to get the image that we created. We're going to go to effects and remove the background. Now, after this is already removed, the background's been removed, you want to click out of it, because if you don't and try to resize it, as you see right there, it comes back. The background just came back, so let's do that again. Now you see my arm right there is missing. So we're going to resize it and move it on over to the right, and we'll make it a little bit bigger as well. Just enough so we can't see my missing arm there. And you'll see there's a flat side to the other arm, so I also like to use flat sides next to it. So we're going to get a box here in a second to create where our words are going to go, but it's going to be up against my arm there, so both flat edges kind of flow together. Make sure when you do this type of box, you want those little lines on all four corners. That means you can totally resize each side of that box. So then we're going to change the color to this turquoise-like color, I should say. And then we're going to duplicate it, resize it, and then change it to pink, so then it's like the turquoise is a border. So move myself a little bit more. Now we are going to add the heading of the title of this image. So we're adding the text, and then we will type that heading out, the Scentsy Incentive Trip 2022. Then after we're done typing it, we will put it in place, and then we'll go over to the fonts and choose the font we would like. As well as the color. Color first. And then after the font's been chosen, we will go to effects and choose the shadow effect and change the color of the shadow, as well as put the transparency all the way up to 100%. Resizing it here. I love that there's guidelines so it can adjust to all the other aspects that are in your image as well. Trying kind of like centering it. So now we're going to add the next verbiage of how to earn it. We'll change the font and the color. I try to keep all of my colors in the same scheme so it all matches. I'm gonna go grab the images that we'll use next. So here is the photo I'm using from Scentsy family reunion when my friend and I attended, I believe this one is Texas, either Texas or Nashville. I'm drawing a blank, but I want to say Texas. All of our Scentsy family reunions are absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you attend one. So resizing it here, I'm going to grab and add some text. So I'm going to type out Scentsy family reunion. And then just like our other text, I'm going to change the font and the color and add the effect of the shadow effect. So grabbing the shadow, changing the color and transparency all the way up. Gonna move that over and then resize it. Also right here what I'm doing is I'm moving the, so what I did is grab the arrow with the lines next to it and that moved the text closer together. Resizing here again. So now I'm duplicating up in your top right corner next to the little trash can. There was a duplicate button and that's what I pushed. Grabbing the Celebration at Sea image, I'm going to remove the background using the effects again. Going to move it forward with position. And then here I am going to resize it with the other one. Removing the background. Might have jumped ahead a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I am going to size them together with those sizing guides as you see popping up, fading in and out. So these guys are roughly about the same. I'm going to move them around here. Move this one up here and we are gonna type in the Netherlands and Belgium because this is one of the incentive trips within this incentive. As you can see, I just showed you the previous one, trying to make sure I'm getting them roughly in the same spot. So here I am now changing to the Netherlands and Belgium. Then after that, I will hit that duplicate button next to the trash can up in the corner. After I size it here. And then this one we are going to change to Alaska because this is the Alaskan cruise, the last frontier. Because we have the option of Scentsy Family Reunion, Netherlands and Belgium, or Alaska cruise. After that, we will grab some more text so we can put in my information. We will start out with my name. Change the font and the color. Now I'm going to add some more text. We're going to add my website. I'm going to keep this font, but I'm going to make it bold by clicking the B for bold and then resize it as well. Right now I held down the image of the Celebration at Sea and then that little thing popped up and then I tapped the Alaska and that was how I was able to move them together. And you can also resize them together as well. adding text for my Instagram handle, which is also my Facebook business page username. So we're putting that in there. We're going to bold it and resize it. And then after that, we are going to go grab from my uploaded images the Facebook and Instagram symbol. So here I am. I'm going to play around with the arrangement, trying to get things centered and right where I want them. Again, I love that there are these guidelines. So right now, all of the text, I am centering them together, and then I will select them all by holding one of them down, and then I'll select all of them, and they'll be all selected at once, and then I can move it all together to where I want it. So right now we're going to hold one down. All the elements are being selected, and then I'm going to move it to where I would like it because they were already all centered together. Now I just got to put it in place. Going to adjust some of the images here in text. And we're almost done here. Just making sure that it's almost pretty much in the same spot. And there you go. So now that we've created our cover photo beginning image, now let's create the video closing thanks for watching video. So we're going to create this one right here. So let's grab the template that I used. I'm going to remove these clouds and unwanted elements. So there's lots of different templates you can choose, or you can create your own. I'm going to then select the background grid thing, pull it down so I can select the background. Then I'm just going to make sure both of those colors are purple to match our color scheme, and then move that grid back up. I'm not going to use this frame, so I'm going to remove it by using the delete button. Then you're going to see the image here in a second, or the video we're making. That image right there, I put in my own background in it, so I'm going to show you how I do that. So adding another page, going to change the background color to what I want it. Then I'm going to add my photo from my uploaded images. Then we're going to go to effects and remove that background again. So remove the background, going to size it bigger a little bit. We're going to save this photo, and then after we've saved it, we have to make it a high quality image and not a video. Make sure you do that. And then we're going to upload it again. As you see, I've already uploaded it there, and we are going to put a frame under elements. So we're going to go on over to elements, can add a square frame. Then I'm going to go back to the uploaded images, select that one we just created, and I'm going to hover it over the frame, and that is how you get it to go inside. And then I'm just going to select it again, click crop, so I can resize it into that frame, making sure that my missing arm does not show. Sometimes the remove background removes some things that you don't want it to do, and then sometimes it leaves some images. I've also used removebackground.com just on regular internet browser for when I run into issues like that. So here we are. I think we've almost got it sized, and I think we're good. All right, so next we are going to duplicate these little glittery star things with a duplicate button, and we're going to place them in different areas here, just like the original video that we're recreating. So let's add 5. I always like to use an odd number. I don't know why. Always in art they teach you to use odd, like in 3s or 5s, never an even number. It's not good for art. All right, so let's find there we go. I got the logo from uploaded images. We're going to set it aside here and get a purple rectangle from the elements. We're going to get a rectangle, and then we're going to change the color to purple. That way you can see it better on top of the grid. So we're going to put it over there, and then we're going to play with the positioning. There we go. See how it's behind. Go to position, move forward. Now you see it. So we will grab another rectangle for my website from the elements section. We will then turn that purple and then add text so we can type out my website. If you're watching this and you don't sell Scentsy, go to that website right there and you can find all of your favorite scents and warmers and wax and all sorts of stuff. All right, let's change the color to white. Resize it. I'm going to select it together so I can move it around together. So I'm going to hold that down and select the other one and move it together. We'll probably do that here in a second with the logo as well. So resize that. Bring forward the sparkle. Select that logo. Oops. Move it together with that background triangle. There we go. Perfect. And I think we're pretty much done. Let's save this. This one's a video, so we will save it as an MP4 video. But when we go to save the image that we already created before earlier, you want to make sure that you change that image from an MP4, so it's not a video, to a high quality PNG image. So select page 8 instead of the other, because the other one was a image, not a video. Downloading and saving. And I think we're pretty much good to go on both the image and the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.